Is Harlem still black?
Yeah,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
it's still black. It's more diverse now though. So now it's a mixture of different races and cultures.
It will always be black. It's the Mecca of New York City.
50%. About 50% is now Caucasian. Like Harlem has expanded to more of a wider brand of people instead of just African Americans.
I wouldn't say that Harlem's becoming a white neighborhood. I'm just saying it's evolving.
Right now, as I look around, no.
Of course. It won't be Harlem if we're gone. You understand? It'll be something else, right? The whole vibe, the whole feel, it will never, if we leave, it won't be Harlem. It'll just be real estate. It'll just be boring New York, right? But I don't see the regentrification as a bad thing. I see it more integrative and also like the next wave, the new renaissance. I feel it.
I find this is, it's pretty naive. I mean, it seems like it's because at the end of the day, many people that come here come for the lower prices. It's just, you cannot deny this. Like, they wouldn't be here if they weren't getting kicked out of another neighborhood, or they couldn't afford to live in the West Village, or could no longer afford to live in Park Slope in Brooklyn, or can afford to live in wherever they're living.
It's Afro-American, but not completely like it was in the 60s and the 70s.
Harlem is a lot of different things. Black is one of the things that it is still. But they definitely, black is culture, black is actual people, black is history, black is what we feel. And I think from a variety of angles, Harlem is shifting in ways that are not always very comfortable and not always very desired by everyone who lives here, including black people who've been making this their home for generations.
What is Harlem for you?
What is Harlem? Wow. Never thought about that. I mean, for me, it's home. It's a good place, common ground, peaceful, more so now.
It's just a regular neighborhood. That is, sometimes it's quiet, and there's a lot of stores around here.
You have got to take a picture of a black man. We're an endangered species.
We are not in Harlem.
Yeah, we're in Washington.
This is Washington Heights, Dominican.
White media, depending upon what kind of coverage and what's going on, if there's a crime, then they call it Harlem. If there's no crime, it's Washington Heights.
In the 70s, 80s, I myself, as a foreigner, as a black person, it was very timid for me to go to Harlem. You see now, most of the building, it's white people living the new buildings because black people cannot afford to pay for the rent.
Why do white people want to live in Harlem? So I think that people want to be here because there's a sense of community.
It's all about money. Harlem is all about money now. People that come here, half of the people that come here, they come here like to eat in the restaurants, to go shopping, do whatever they gotta do. That's Harlem.
Well, Harlem has been my home for the last 28 years. And I moving. The politicians are very instrumental in selling out Harlem. They're a bunch of crooks. And you can quote me on that.
It's much cleaner now. And I think that the regentrification brought new services. So it hasn't become a push and pull thing, and plus, what are you gonna do with the projects? You can't get rid of the projects. My Indian friends told me that those are our reservations, haha.
Somewhere that you can mainly do almost anything if you want to grow. Like it's a lot of homeless, but it's a lot of people that don't need to be homeless. But if you stay more in consciousness, you can elevate yourself. Like I just got out of prison myself for doing 40 years. All right, but I'm not homeless. I was homeless, but I'm in a shelter.
You just gave me an idea.
But I learned how to take care of me so I don't have to be on the streets on the streets of the subways like these other people do. And we need a better reentry program for people that are coming out of prison so they won't go back. Not only that, but so many people are getting killed for small things like cop shooting and stuff like that. And I ain't see one cop go to jail yet, go to prison yet. But yet you sell a bag of drugs or something like that, or you're caught with possession, and you go to jail for 15 years, and you ain't killed nobody.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go to Baltimore to talk about the riots and all this process in Baltimore of the brutality, policial brutality and racial.
Pharmacy down the street, Keystone Pharmacy, they just tore it up and ransacked it. A store across the street over there, they looted that store over there. It just don't make no sense. Oh, the check cashing place, they just went in there, they just took everything out of the money and just all types of things out there. It's just crazy. Now, when it's time to use it, you can't even use it. You gotta go somewhere else, just out of the neighborhood. It's convenient for the neighborhood, and I do hope that they rebuild it. I would like to see them rebuild it, but it's something that's gotta change though. It gotta change.
The police, it's everywhere. It's the same thing everywhere, man. It's black on blue. I'm gonna put it that way.
And about the riots.
That's just step one. That's step one. Actually, that was step two. There's still a few more things that need to be taken care of here before they need to think about home before they think about everywhere else. The problem is here in the United States. And you want to go somewhere else and fight the battle. That ain't our battle. Our battle is at home with our people.
So what happens is that you're putting them in a low-income area where there's crime all the time. It's kind of like going to war, right? It's something they're not used to, okay? After a while, if you work in that environment long enough, you tend not to care, or it tends to bother some people. So it's the same thing as being in war, because you sometimes, at some point, your mind just goes, I look at them as them instead of people.
Innocent, if they innocent, that is just pre-gaming. That riot that you saw, that's just a pre-game. You see like the kind of riots that they do in England and stuff like that, that's what you're gonna get next. You're gonna get some of the stuff that Muslims do for bombing stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like really getting their hands dirty. What you saw was them not even really, that wasn't even really considered a riot for real. You just had a bunch of upset people just trying to get noticed. I'm talking about really running in some stores. I'm talking about innocent people getting slapped across the head, and they might even start really killing a few police officers, which honestly probably get their attention more than you just rioting in the store.
They hit us with sticks, threw us down on the ground. They actually threw me in the back of a police car, and they, had me handcuffed and didn't have me seatbelt, and was driving, and I was moving side to side. And
the same thing they do it with Fred.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I said, I'm supposed to be in a seatbelt, and they said, shut up, nigga, you going to jail. That's what they said. Shut up, nigga, you going to jail. I said, well, what am I being arrested for? And he said, you been arrested for throwing rocks and bricks at a police officer. I said, officer, I was recording. I wasn't throwing rocks and bricks. You try to break my phone. and a half. So, yeah.
Paz. Peace. I'm not peaceful. No, I'm not. No, definitely I'm not. Peace is a rich people's thing. I won't wear any shirt, no sir. I won't release any dove, no sir. This is a disgrace. A disgrace. Peace doesn't solve anything. Peace marches. Peace is beautiful on television. Peace is too organized. Peace has an appointed time. The mayor will come, the senator will come, the governor will come, even soccer players will come. I won't come. I won't come and said I won't come. Peace is waste of time. Peace is waste of time. Peace makes me sick. Peace never came here. Never come here over this block. Have you noticed? Have you noticed peace is so boring? Peace is a children's play. Yeah. Peace is a children's play. Peace is so fake. Peace is a lady that had never looked into my eyes. You know what? Stuck-up rich lady. Peace doesn't live in here in my sink tub. Peace is too white. Peace is pale. Peace needs blood. Peace is laughing off my face. I won't go. I won't go to any march. I won't go. I won't lift a finger. Even if it kills me, I won't go. I won't go. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Who is going to resurrect my son? Michael Brown, Freddie Gray, Tony Robinson, Eric Garner, free. Eduardo de Jesus Ferreira, Cláudia Ferreira, Flávio Ferreira Santana, Dudinha, Diego Rodrigues. Porque o senhor atirou em mim, eu não vou. I won't go to take a picture of the boy to carry my wound on the streets. I won't go. I feel like I want to go to the streets running, howling, screaming, killing everybody. I swear to God, I swear to Jesus Christ, I'll kill everybody. Eu vou matar todo mundo. I'll kill everybody you know. You know I kill. You know I kill. You know I will. But peace won't let me. If peace is not for everybody, then